Welcome to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home of the Panthers, in a program built on the backs of legends like Tony Dorsett, Hugh Green, Mark May, and Mike Ditka. Give it the toughness that is epitomized by anyone who plays in the Steel City. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Pitt Panthers offense takes the field to start this game off. And there's a man who... always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big...
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's see what they've got on second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Fourth down and the way. Takes it on the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Sooners offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And the Sooners in the hurry-up. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Give to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the ground to try to move the chains. Plows through the defense. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be...
Touchdown Sooners! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss ball.
Quickly complete. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's got it down the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Leaves it with the running back. At the 40, there he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Finds his tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Power football with the run. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback checking off. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Motion from the offense. Ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Marches ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Pitt. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point was good, and we were all tied up here in the second. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at 23. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking the play.
Get in the end zone, fellas.
Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Looking to go up top on first down. A shot for the end zone. And he intercepts it.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. And the Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'll... return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First down for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
He's going to pass. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Gets it out fast. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. He wants to go deep. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. Wide out in motion. Back to the air one more time. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Now from inside the red zone. Unleashes one deep. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Got the back over the middle. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground. The Sooner offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right of this quarter.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. Right back to the well. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. They'll go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Sooners are marching down the field.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Figueroa. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. They're bringing heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
3rd and short in college football today. You see more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their feet.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll give it to the back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
The RPO game works really well for this offense because the running back is very patient. It's a bit of a delayed handoff, but he's very good at finding the creases and finding the lanes and then putting his foot in the ground and getting moved.
The give to the back. Discards him with the stiff arm. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. First down to start the drive after the bridge. Leaves it with the back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Running to the left. Off he goes. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. wide receiver shows motion. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Good, solid tackle. The Panthers will hustle to the line. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. For this Sooner offense to go back to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit. Just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got him in the flat. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The offense in hurry-up mode. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires the pass, intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the...
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
And the Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. First down here for the offense. Quarterback will audible. They've been running it, but now the pass. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
On second down, looking again to throw. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Snatches it on the right. Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium.
Afterburner's coming. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Panthers. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And Explosive play. You're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
He's going to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Figueroa. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got him downfield. Running toward the tape. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end. Set up first and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is on.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.